Hey, welcome back. Alright, now we have Arcane Season 2 Explained with Bad Doodles by ToonStarter. Let's see.
Jesus Christ, I actually wrote this shit. So, last we left off, Jinx slash Sun Wukong just blew up the school board using a bomb that's very.
Also, I don't remember, but I don't think I saw Season 1. Maybe. I don't remember. Maybe not. If I haven't seen it, I would react to it.
specifically engineered to only obliterate minor characters. You
Hmm,
know, like Caitlyn's mom and whoever this guy is.
yeah. I felt like Season 2 was rushed. It was still amazing, but we didn't get enough out of Caitlyn mourning her mom. It was like one amazing scene, and that was it. I don't like that, but you know, I hope we get more. I know we're gonna see them again, now that we know we're getting a bunch of spin off shows.
This forces Kate to go absolutely apeshit in her quest to wrangle Jinx, and Big Red Vi is like, easy there, Katara. I know you're kind of mad that she took
Qatar.
out your mom, but I also don't personally care about your mom. So can we just, like, pretend it never happened? And wouldn't you know it, it actually works for a bit. Until
Mm.
a bunch of crackhead students eat all the cookies at the next PTA meeting, and that's when Vi is like, fine, I'll help you clean out all the filthy, disgusting animals if it'll make you happy.
Why you made Bai look like that? Why you made Bai look like the most stereotypical?
Meanwhile, Jinx is holding up under the bleachers to avoid suspension while her fellow constituents debate on whether they should be a bunch of snitches. Eventually, her biggest supporter, Savika,
Wait, what the fuck? I thought it was like a bit. Is the whole video gonna be like this? Is the whole video gonna be like a high school parody?
who did not actually die, as was pointed out to me in my last video,
Mm-hmm.
comes out on top when Jinx equips her with a slot machine for an arm,
Yeah, that was
which is
cool.
terribly impractical,
It
but
is.
is offset by the fact that it's just really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Also, she gets her own little fangirl out of it, so, good for her. Also, meanwhile, Jace is starting to realize that
The fuck?
unregulated Viagra might actually have, like, dangerous, unforeseen side effects. Yeah, crazy, right? He gets Echo and Heimerdinger on board because of blah 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 blah. When all of a sudden, Victor wakes up from his 3-year depression, and Jace is like,
Mm.
"You okay, man? You look like the love of your life just shattered your whole heart without ever even realizing it."
Damn, Jace. That's just a guess.
And bro was like, "No, Jace, that would require that I was ever on her radar
Yeah.
too." Yeah, so get this. Turns out a combination of Silco's red pill enhancers, Jinx's Viagra explosion, and being really fucking gay
What the fuck am I watching? What the fuck is this video?
resulted in a chemical composition that awakened Victor's latent virginity powers. And the dude uses his newfound wizardry to very slowly walk away and start
Mm-hmm.
a commune down in the courtyard. Now,
Yes.
if you think the failing bromance here means the show is gonna pull the usual shtick of only implying queerness without
Yes, they did.
any actual follow-up or confirmation, well, do I have news for you? Yes, sir, after all.
Okay, but okay, hold on. To be fair, Nickelodeon didn't let the Legend of Korra do it. Like they just have to sneak that shit in. It was in a kids network like over 10 years ago. That wasn't the same. Free. I didn't finish Free. I didn't really care to be honest. And I don't know what this show is. I think it's Licorice. I
Do
don't know.
I? Kate finally realizes that she's a grade A lady lover begging for some dirt under her nails, and
Mm-hmm.
she plants a big, wet, fat one on Vi's upper lips.
And we all scream.
Mazel tov, people. We all
Yay!
knew it was gonna happen. It was just a matter of when. So the dream team has finally cemented, and it lasts a grand total of 2.5 seconds when the gals finally square off against Jinx, and Kate pretends that she wasn't just about to unalive an 8-year-old. And
Yeah.
Vi is like, "Girl, you're the police. You can't just abuse your authority like that. You will 100% be held accountable for your actions." And Kate's
Mm-hmm. Sure.
like, "Boo, you're no fun. I go away now." Yeah, so while the ladies are off having their little lovers quarrel, the science bros are busy studying the blah 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 when their fraternizing
Coquementos.
finally reaches the climax. and they end up getting a post-nut clarity so vivid and transcendent that it actually transports them into a dream world of their innermost needs and desires. For
Jesus.
Jace, it's
When I put on the video, I didn't know it was all brain rot. I wasn't expecting that, but here we are.
literally digging himself out of the hole he dug himself in and seeking help from divine intervention. For Echo, it's rekindling his sense of optimism and wonder after
Yeah.
realizing that the love of his life is not a hopeless cause and that salvation can always be a possibility. And for
Mm.
Heimerdinger, it's Guitar Hero 2. But they aren't the only ones to receive greater enlightenment here. Remember the HR lady Mel and how awesome she is? Well, after spending the last
Okay.
3 episodes fuming over the subterfuge of her really buff, powerful, and incredibly dominant mother, Mel also gets caught in the post-nut clarity, and she discovers that she's got psychic powers courtesy of a deal Ambessa made with the secret school board of hot mamas who were forced to give up their sons.
It's magic, but yeah.
Look, man, I've rewatched this scene like 8 times already, and my dumbass still doesn't know what the Black Rose is, alright?
Uh, yeah, same. That's why you have to go see the video by Necrit. I did a reaction to that, so go watch it. A reaction to what is the Black Rose. I didn't know any of that shit.
Right? It's the best I could do. Anyway, while all that shit's going down, Kate's life takes a turn for the worse. She gets promoted to school resource officer, which includes the additional perk of her own personal butt kisser that goes by the name of Madeline. And look, as far as Maddie is concerned, I'm sure a lot of you are gonna get all worked up and start throwing the homewrecker accusations, but let's just be honest here, folks. If you saw the opportunity to
Yeah. Before the final episode, she just shoots her shot, and you cannot be mad about it. But we can all laugh at the fact that Maddie got first before Bite could.
console and ultimately bed a gorgeous and authoritative woman in power, you'd shoot your shot just as
Yep.
quickly, if not quicker. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
Like, let's just be fucking real about it. Anywho, Kate tries to smoke Jinx out by incidentally arresting that Isha kid during
Bro, fight the
student
power.
protest. And of course, Blue Hair is like, fine, I guess I'll give the Sims something to
Jack
goof
Daniels.
for." But her valiant attempts to play the hero are not met with the unbridled worship and adulation she was expecting, but rather she gets a
Stay in
collective
school.
wave of sympathy and understanding. Look, I'm not gonna lie, I was completely awestruck by the beauty of this moment. Like, if there was ever a scene with no dialogue that could somehow convey 1,000
Yeah.
different emotions through the character acting alone, this would undeniably be it. Like, just look at this granny's eyes, man. Can you not feel the pity and compassion she has
Aw.
for this broken and lonely teenage girl who, up till now, was thought to have been some kind of otherworldly messiah? That shit runs deep, bro, I'm telling ya. Anyway, things are looking pretty hunky-dory right now, but the prison break causes this giant dogman thing to come barreling out of the woodwork after he caught a scent of Jinx's unshaven armpits, and he's like, Sun Wukong? Yes, my fair viewers, turns out old Vanderquack from last season didn't actually bite the dust. Dude just met some bohemian guy who got him into the Beastars fandom, and try as he might to stay as good and casual, a man only has so
Became-
much resolve. And before he knew it, the transformation had already run its
That is a crazy recap.
So Jinx rounds up her sister, who for some reason decided to take a
By the way, I have seen Beastars. It's a great show, but contrary to what my model might make you think, I am not like Bander.
one-way ticket down to Emo City. And she's like, yo, Vi, guess what? I didn't actually murder my dad. Turns out he just landed a friendly home in the furry community and picked up a new hobby in role-playing his own
Yeah.
persona. Isn't that neat?
If you wanna know why this model, I bought it in Nisime, I forget the name, but I bought it from a Japanese website for like 1,000 yen. I bought it because it looked good, and I bought it because it was only 1,000 yen. That was cheap as fuck.
What? Why didn't you just kill the man? So, Big Sis and Lil Sis try to find some way to make their old man into a normie again, and their journey leads them to the Church of Victor, where the gays, furries, Reddit mods, and all other oppressed minorities come to seek salvation. But the congregation collapses when they find themselves flanked by a two-pronged assault. The first comes from Mommy Mbessa, who's trying to score some brownie points with those Black Rose guys by wrangling the Vanderman. Luckily,
Mm-hmm.
Kate realizes that heavily toned lesbian
God damn. Yeah, I was gonna say god damn.
triceps are way more important than a job promotion, and she tells Vi to tell Mbessa to get bent.
Oh yeah.
Second
She folded immediately, like not even 5 seconds. She was already on her side.
attack, however, comes from Nikola Tesla, who, after several months of hormonal therapy in the dream world, managed to find his way back and does exactly what his mystical endocrinologist prescribed him to do. Fuck Victor in the
Mm.
ass! Unfortunately, as you can see, this stupid hoe ended up following the wrong definition of fuck in this context, and the resulting boom is nothing short of catastrophic. Isha blows up, Vander becomes a
Yes.
tool, Victor and Mbessa collude to bump up the school grade point average by distributing the
Yeah, Isha becomes powder. Very sad.
Viagra to the entire student body, thereby giving every kid wizard powers, and
What?
Jinx finally gets sent to juvenile hall. Yeah, so things aren't looking so good, and my ability to keep up this stupid high school metaphor just
Yeah.
got like 10 times harder. But in a move so slick that it puts every Lumity kiss to shame, Kate orchestrates Jinx's escape, being all,
You really think I needed all the guards at the Hex Gates?
and Vi is like, gee, thanks, Caitlyn. Well, we better get going now. So, the girlies roll up their sleeves while Mbessa's army tries to break into the science
I'm
lab.
not Victor.
And their plan to basically blow up Victor a second time pretty much goes up in smoke. Why, you ask? Well, you remember Kate's side piece, the sweet little old innocent Maddie?
Yeah.
Well, turns out this treacherous slut was actually a huge fucking snake in the
Yeah, she's a snake.
grass that only diddled Kate's Kira mounts just so she could get in good graces with Mbessa. And again, I ask you with the utmost sincerity, would you all not have done the same thing?
No. No.
Anyway, Mel
You
pulls
lost
out
me.
the reverse Uno card when Carrot Top tries to pop a bullet in Kate's head, and Mbessa is like, this is why you're a fox and not a wolf, Mel. You don't have what it takes to be a superintendent the way I am. And Mel is like, you know what, Mom? You may be stronger, wiser, and infinitely a lot hotter than me.
No. You know, I actually think she's top 2, maybe top 1 hottest characters in the show. She really is. Mel is incredibly beautiful.
But you've neglected to realize that all of that power comes with one fatal weakness. Yeah? What's that? Public opinion. Yup, turns out
And if you're wondering, number 1, Victor.
Mel used her psycho powers to transmit the footage of her mom jabbing out Caitlyn's eye back to the school board, and surprisingly, that was all it took for them to terminate Mbessa's employment. Now, at the same time, Jinx drops in with Echo, Savika, and the Juvie kids to finally stick it to the man. And in the ensuing chaos, the sister duo finally pull one last hurrah to save their dad from certain destruction. But the world of Arcane does not run on miracles, my friends. And when Vander discovers there are people on Tumblr who will gladly RP with him, Jinx offers
God.
to follow him down into the trenches. And Vi is like, no, Sun Wukong, you can't. Tumblr is full of bigots and pervs without any critical thinking skills. And Jinx is like,
Sure.
not if you curate your own feed, sis. Not if you curate your own feed. So the sisters and the Vanster finally make peace, which means the only thing left to do now is to stop Victor from doping up the student body. And
the
that's
heck
when
is
Jason's
this
all
metaphor?
like, dude, I get that chronic impotence feels like the end of the world, but force-feeding sildenafil on humanity isn't gonna jumpstart some chain of evolutionary progress, okay? No one actually cares that much about getting it up. And Vic's like, easy for you to say. You've never been in love with a Titanic moron who can't see that his best friend is hopelessly in love with him. Wait, Heimerdinger is in love with me? Who'd have thought? Yo! So the two beat each other up, and it only
This is
comes
so
to
funny.
a pause when Echo slides by with some undiscovered footage of old man Vic from the worst timeline, telling the Jace of today how badly he wanted to bone him. And the current victor is like, wait, you're saying that all of
By the way, the creator confirmed Victor is supposed to be Ace. So
this could have been avoided if I had just been entirely forthright with my feelings? Well, damn. And Jace is like, oh, hey, that's the guy who told me to fuck you in the ass. You guys have really similar appearances. Isn't that crazy?
yeah,
And Vic is
crazy.
like, you know what, Jace? As much as you piss me the fuck off, I suppose it's partly my fault that I just had to fall for the guy with the social grace of a Dr. Kevorkian cosplayer. So I'ma just be upfront. I love you romantically, Jace Talus, and I want to have your adopted babies. So the two definitely make out and walk off into parts unknown. And with the whole Viagra thing finally behind them, Piltover High School can finally return to some measure of normalcy. And the newly instituted Captain Cade is like, shiver me timbers, lost. Commencement speech I will have to present at ye graduation
Jesus, why is she Scottish?
ceremony shall be an awkward shanty indeed. And Vi is like, well, look on the bright side. So long as we earn our college degrees, we're pretty much guaranteed to make a six-figure income in any career of our choosing. Until then, let's just enjoy the rest of our youth and do what every high school student does. Go to a party and not talk to people.
Me?
You know, I was going back
Actually, me.
to the first Arcane video I did to remember whatever insipid plot I came up with at the time, and as I was doing that, it just hit me. Like, holy shit, I made this thing like 3 years ago. The channel has grown a lot since then. These days, I can
Sorry.
only manage to put out like one video per month, and that's really only because I do absolutely everything on my own. I don't have an
Nice.
animation team or editors or whatever. This is really just one dude dicking around and hoping to put out something presentable in a hopefully reasonable amount of time.
That's great, my dude, but you are gonna burn yourself out. You need help. If you can pay them, get someone to help you.
That said, I really don't make too much off my content here because the ad revenue is, to put it bluntly, horrendously inconsistent. And it's frustrating because honestly, I am right on the cup.
Oh, imagine getting ad revenue. Ah, couldn't be me. It's not me. Hopefully one day. I'm actually far from getting ad revenue. But you know, hopefully one day.
Cusp of finally being able to move out of my parents' place. Meeting that goal would expedite my production flow immensely, which of course means more videos for you guys, and I know y'all want that. Hell, I would love to do that for you guys. So if you want to help a random guy on the internet finally get his life in order, then I greatly, greatly recommend supporting me on Patreon.
Hell
A
yeah.
couple bucks a month would seriously help me reach my threshold, and as an added bonus,
Hell yeah. Go help the dude. That was great. I'm gonna subscribe. I can't wait to see more from him. Let me see what else he's got. And let's read the comments. It's Grand especially shown because her VA passed during production, so it's also who?
Granny's eye.
Ah, I didn't know. I remember her from season 1. I remember her character. Dang, I didn't know she died. That sucks. I wonder who she was. What's her actual name? You think I watched the Ron Arcane season 2? Same. I don't know what the fuck that one. The Black Rosa Society. Yep, go watch my reaction. And then there's this or pain. Let's see. Moana. Oh, you saw One Piece. Fucking amazing. Oh, I haven't seen One Piece in a while. I left it at Egghead, the Egghead arc. I haven't seen anything else. Let me know if you want me to react to One Piece. That one is kinda hard because the copyright shit for that toy is a nightmare. Maybe reading the manga, maybe. I don't know. Okay, thank you. See you next time.